Welcome everyone to Lubbock, Texas, Jones AT&T Stadium, where their tortillas will be flying in celebration and in support of their beloved Texas Tech Red Raiders. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Arizona State Sun Devils taking on the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Sun Devils will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Red Raiders offense is on the field for the first time today. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
And the quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game. So who do you look for? The tight end. And there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
Looking for a man, it's Morton. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Fights off a defender. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. The Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Barges ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a drive there of 82 yards, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Arizona State's offense will go to work for the first time. And what a great matchup we have of two highly productive runners, David.
And I like the competition aspect of this, Reese. Like, I'm watching what you're doing on the other side, and I'm going to prove I'm a better running back than you. Both these guys are looking to be the man today.
And both guys can go the distance, right? These two running backs seem to get better as the game goes on. So which defense can be more physical, step up, and at least slow the other guy down?
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. He'll keep it himself. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Using his legs, it's Scatterbo. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Will they keep it on the ground again here on third down? He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. And the Red Raiders are in the hurry-up. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Brooks. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Here comes the offense on second down.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Back to throw, it's Morton. On target.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Back open in the middle. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down. They want to just keep throwing it. Got it in the middle. It's Douglas.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Oh, he wants it all. It's complete. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Louisiana showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. It's one...
And that pass picked off. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now it's 2nd and goal. Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right look.
Intercepted. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of his decision-making.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Fast motion from the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to pass, it's Morton. He finds his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Lubbock. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jones AT&T Stadium.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Might as well stick with him. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught over the middle, it's Douglas. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage, they've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Smith.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Red Raiders decide to punt it away. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. The Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the return, it's Brown. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Got it behind the line. It's Douglas. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. A defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the Sun Devils are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. The aerial assault continues. Grabbed over the middle. It's Scatterbo. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Sun Devils are flying down the field. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. He wants it all. He's got it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. He gets in there for the two-point conversion, and now we have a two-possession game. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're getting this guy lathered up. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Quick handoff. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Handoff from the gun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. He'll do it himself. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And if they can make this and turn it into a three-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead's extended a little further. First order of business here, don't give up a big return, then the defense just has to keep them out of the end zone. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They're bringing heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. He's looking to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. And the Sun Devils will call on their punt team. Makes a move. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of